I just love the creative freedom, because I was in a little like band in college and we weren't great.
Did you have stage fright?
No, no.
Oh, you were a musician a little bit, so you had already been on stage.
Yeah, so I like
that's
parties.
different. That's different, right? Because you'd already been on. You've been like a rock star.
Well, for like in our little campus, we had fun at like parties, kegers and stuff, and I loved it. Like we did our own songs. You know, rehearsing was fun. It was such a. And then when we graduated,
what did you play?
I played like initially.
Say the guitar.
But it was a guitar.
This guy, he's freaking funny. He's handsome. He plays the guitar. Like seriously, dude, come on.
And then when we graduated, everybody else went to their regular jobs, and I was like, oh, but I thought we were gonna do this more, and it just bummed me out that nobody wanted to pursue it further.
Yeah.
And what I liked about stand-up is nobody gets to take it away from you. It's just you, and you live or die on your stuff.
Yep.
And that's what I love. It's like the camaraderie of a band was great, but you know, one person can leave, and then you're screwed.
It's a solo act now.
Yeah.
You're just bringing the heat yourself.
And it sucks when you eat it, because then it's like you stew in your own failure and you have no one to share it with.
Yeah, but you're not eating it these days anymore. But
for a long time.
Yeah.
But for a long time.
I won't mention any names, but this dude is selling out theaters on a daily basis. He literally bombed so bad that I went from headlining. Okay, let's just rewind. Okay. Only 4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago. And today he's selling 2,000 seats a night. Across the country.
I got after the
on fire.
After the video, I got to find out who this dude is.
Okay, he bombed so bad. I moved him from headline to feature to he barely finished the weekend to
that's rough.
He may be quitting comedy. Fast forward today, superstar in the industry.
Did he tweak his act? Obviously, or no?
He just was having a bad week, man. I don't know what it was. Everything just came crashing down. Yeah. Nothing worked. Today, I mean, a superstar in the industry.
Wow.
Huge.
Wow.
How crazy.
That is.
It's a great turnaround.
It is
so
crazy.
You never know, one, what someone's going through, point in the story. Two, like, just because they were not funny at that point.
Yeah.
Like, I was told how funny this one headliner was.
Yeah.
And who was so unfunny that weekend that it did not work out.
That is a rough thing, man, when someone's going through personal stuff.
Yeah.
I know years ago, I was opening up for a buddy of mine who took me on the road, who was started going through a divorce, blindsided him.
Yeah.
He didn't know. He was super down that week. And
it's like dance puppet. You got to make people laugh. Oh yeah, just what I want to do.
I know. It's tough. It's weird. It's weird for me. It's like the stage is such an escape for me, where I remember like my ex, like same thing. Like it surprised me. She told me she was going, and then she told me like 2 hours before a show
that she was bailing.
She was bailing. Yeah. We had like kids. It was like my worst nightmare.
Mine just said don't come back, literally, and I didn't go back. No, nothing. Wow. Just like this isn't gonna work out. I was like, all right, well I'm gonna go back to work, and then don't come back in tonight.
Wow.
Next night, don't come back in tonight. 8 weeks of that, I didn't go back.
Wow. Yeah.
I was like, whoa.
It's crazy.
So that was for me, blindsided too.
Yeah, and for me, work was my escape. Where it's like I was sad, you know, regular life, but then my shows actually were fine, because I'm like, well, at least this is 1 hour. Right. I mean, I guess it would have been different if my whole act would have been how happy we were being married. Yeah. That would have sucked. But my act was about like weird, absurd stuff, you know, that didn't have anything to do with her.
Is that like a fat guy that gets skinny, he doesn't have any more jokes?
Right.
That would have been the same. You'd been screwed.
Yes.
Not funny, but you bailed. You missed it. You did it. You dodged the bullet. Now you're more famous.
I could talk about my own weird stuff. That's funny. And it was great.
The only thing I can relate to that is like if you're having a bad day and you have to get on stage and still do great comedies. I was actually a fishing captain. I'm really captain.
Okay, I wondered about that.
And I had to take people fishing for a living, and I did that. I was on the boat straight for like 7 years, from '98 to like I don't know 2005 or whatever. Every day I took people fishing. Nobody goes fishing pissed off. Like, it's like going to a comedy show. They're not there to not have a good time.
Right.
So people go fishing, they want to always like, oh, it's a great weather. I'm from freaking North Dakota. It's the middle of February. And
you got to match that. You gotta, like,
so you got to go and like act like you're not having a bad day, even though it's like, it's in their mind gorgeous, but it's like 50 degrees, the wind's blowing 20 miles an hour, and you know you're not going to catch very many fish.
Right.
You have to convince them and yourself, hey, we're going to do this today, let's go make it happen. Same thing as you getting on stage.
Oh yeah. I never thought of that with the fishing guy, but absolutely, it's right. You got to be up.
That's a weird analogy, but you have to be a fisherman to figure that out.
Right? Yeah, it works. It works.
All right, guys.
Well, I'm gonna be up. I am having fun.
Yeah,
I'm having a good time.
Maybe we'll go fishing. You don't have any time. You're here for one night. You give me one night. It's like a one-night stand. Guys, Off the Hook Comedy Club, Dan Cummins, don't miss Happy Murder Tour. I'm so excited to see it tonight. OffTheHookComedy.com for tickets. And I appreciate it, man. I can't wait to... I'm going to start following every one of your tweets, everything on Instagram. How can they find you on Instagram?
Dan Cummins Comedy on Instagram.
Don't miss it, guys. We're out. Later.
That's awesome, man. Yeah,
that's great. Thanks, guys. This is the Captain's Log. I appreciate you tuning in. And we're going to have a great time this week. Tomorrow, we will be back with Michael Mack. And by the way, he does the Bohemian Rhapsody. It's a standing O every time. I'm back at the Captain's Log. Love you guys. See ya.